Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do some videos. Okay, this is my second time redoing it because that little incident that happened last night, and yes, y'all, I was right. Kiana knows this has to do with my daughter Kia's mother. Okay, and she wasn't even fighting over baby daddy. She was fighting over Nino Brown. Just found out she was fucking on him. So she wanted to get payback. So she called up some people, whatever, some sex traffickers, human traffickers, some damn murderers, some killers that on their side to come and get me and her baby daddy, y'all. But she already handled, okay? So let's begin. This is gonna be a story time about my father in the spiritual world, well, my dad in the spiritual world, which is Lucifer, aka Jesus, aka God, Jah, son, okay? Lucifer. Lucifer is God's son, okay? And yes, he do owns the earth, okay? Well, him and Grandpa, him and God, they both own it, but he kind of like he actually runs earth, okay? My God, he runs heaven in the afterlife. He runs the afterlife. Lucifer just runs the earth, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all all about his crucifixion in Egypt, okay? Y'all wanna know more about me and my daddy, me and Lucifer, cause he we have like a rocky relationship in the spiritual world, okay? You wanna know more about that, just let me know. But this is about his crucifixion and a little bit about him, that what Google say about him, and some Bible verses, okay? Oh yeah, let me get my notes right quick, make sure. Okay, so yes, basically, this is the differences between Lucifer, aka you see fear. When you break down Lucifer, it is you see fear. And Jesus is an expression. For example, if you trip over something, you be like, Jesus, God damn. I'll just trip over this shit. Yeah, that's basically it, okay? They do call they do call Lucifer the morning star. So sunrise, the truth shall come. Okay. Okay. So this is basically the story time. Okay. So like I said, I ran Egypt, right? Well, my whole family lineage did. God, he was up in the skies and stuff in the afterlife. That's what he wants. He wants the afterlife. Okay. he got that horror job. Okay, in the afterlife. Okay. So I'm in Egypt, my own king, my own world. Okay, that's my own world. Okay, me, my family, own world. All right. Remember I told y'all, I'm glad I did that Queen of Fertility versus Cleopatra video first. Because remember I told y'all Cleopatra, aka Gina, was always terrorizing my kingdoms and terrorizing the other deities, like the goddesses and the gods. She was terrorizing their kingdoms as well, okay? So she was mainly terrorizing me. Like, she was killing everybody, peoples in their kingdoms, okay? Like I said, people in my kingdom were going missing. And we just assumed it was her because she was a demon. Where she came from, I don't know. Watch that movie Doom, okay? Or watch that movie Nights of the Creeps. Okay? Creeps, okay? So anyways, basically she was terrorizing my kingdom, and my dad came to the rescue or whatever. And y'all know Tupac is my friend brother in the afterlife, but on this earth he's my dad, okay? So yes, like I told y'all, she killed all my family, okay, like she did in this life. She killed all my family in this life, in the last life, okay, before 1994. She was, her and her crew, people that came into this world right here, the same people, they were killing my lineages and eating them, killing my people and eating them and stuff. So yes, basically she got all my family that was in Egypt, and she put all of them on a cross, including my dad Lucifer, okay? She turned him into a demon. Watch the movie about that little boy, that witch, it called The Witches, but the old version, though, not the new version, the old version. When that witch turned that little boy into a rat, and his grandma had to turn him back into a human, or he had to go try to save his grandma from being eaten by the witches in the hotel. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Gina turned my dad Lucifer into a demon, okay? He like a demon or whatever, but that only when he gets mad, okay? But he can turn back into how he looked it back in the day. Like he can turn into looking like God's son or whatever. But when he get angry and stuff, he gets all He turned to a demon, okay? Which is Lucifer. I never really watched the show Lucifer. I really never watched that show. I know my sons have. I know young boy have, and I know my other little cousin he have. My grandma have, but I never watched Lucifer. I never watched Lucifer before, so I really don't know what goes on in the show. I just always hears about it, and why I put it in the description video. But yeah, like we was all on the cross, and I was on the cross too. Me, my dad, my friend brother, he was on the cross. Dad, my mama Lydia, and my dad wife. That is Callie, my sister. Okay. Callie Ma is God wife. Okay. Um, so the Holy Spirit. Okay. Um, so yes, they all got burnt on the cross or whatever. We don't know what happened to Grandpa God. Okay, he gets probably tell y'all. I assume he probably got burnt on the cross too, but I don't know. So they burn everybody on the cross and stuff and turn us into being demons and shit. But they the demons though. They are the demons. We are not the demons. They are. But like I said, my dad gets mad, he turned into a demon. Okay, I am half demon. Yes, Jeepers Creepers is my brother. In 1980 something, they stole Jeepers Creepers as a baby from my mom and dad in the afterlife kingdom, which is the underworld. Okay, stole his powers and stuff like that, and then they kept them for a while. Okay, maybe Jeepers Creepers can tell y'all. Um, he's not the Messiah. Okay, let me tell y'all that he's not the Messiah. Okay, I'm here. Nobody is. Okay. But yes, so they burnt. Like, I was on the cross too now, but remember, Michael already had a secret hideaway for me. I ain't French port. It like I just disappeared, or like maybe God the one who transported me into my little hideaway, my little safe net, my little safe space or whatever, or my family on the cross did, and so yes, I went into the kingdom where I watched my family get burned on a cross, get burned on crosses and stuff. And I got a video about crosses, okay? And then that's when they came and found me, cause I guess when they were eating my people, my lineage, they can track me, okay, with my people's blood and DNA and stuff. So that's how they found me. Like I said, watch the movie Queen of the Dam. That's how I died at the end, okay? They beat me on my neck. And I think that's how she found us on Earth. So we went back up into the afterlife or whatever. Now them other deities, like them goddesses and gods, like Oshun and Isis and Aphrodite and Osiris and Seth and all them, they became immortal. They wanted to stay in their kingdom, okay? But they still help God when he needs them to help them, or when they want to, okay? Or when he needs them. So we, since he's my grandpa, so I have to go to the afterlife, okay? I have to, okay? I have to go to the afterlife or whatever. So when we went up there, I don't know how long we was up there in the afterlife. We must have been there for a while, because like I was, I had to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? The afterlife, like my dad Lucifer, he all strict on me and stuff like that. That's why I say you want a part 2 to this, then let me know, okay? Cause that's a whole nother story right there. So to be honest, my grandpa is my favorite. God is my favorite over my daddy any day. Like, I would choose God over Lucifer any goddamn motherfucking day. Like, he used to always help me get away with shit too. Not like that though, but I told God everything. Like, me and y'all, we got a bond. Y'all, I told y'all one of my videos is a Pisces reading. I said we like best friends type shit. So anyways, like me, I even helped God write the new Bible, the instructions. Okay. Before, but Lucifer was already making the earth. This is where earth came from. Earth was never there. Earth was never here. Okay. Now hell is a totally different thing. I even helped God create this hell box, okay, just to put the demons up in here, okay, because it was never supposed to happen, okay, but we did it just in case, because we knew we were gonna catch these demons one day and put their ass in this box. But they got it before we did though. They got to it before us, but they put the innocent people in the fucking box, okay? It's supposed to be, it was only made temporary, it was only made for them only, okay? So I even helped God with that. And I helped them with the instructions, okay? That everybody came into this world with, okay, before this fake Bible came out, which is Gina Bible. And her people Bible, the demon Bible. So fast forward it on this earth, that happened again, like after Emmett Till murder and Harriet Tubman murder and my uncle. I think I just forgot his name. My uncle. Frederick Douglass. Okay. Okay, y'all know my like I said, my dad on this earth is my dad. Tupac is my dad on this earth, but in the afterlife, he's my friend brother. So my dad, mama, which is my grandma that I just lost, and her daddy is Robert Johnson. That y'all think sold his soul, and her mama is Etta James. Okay, so and my mama's side of the family, they are from New Orleans. Her grandpa is Papa Ledge, and her grandma is Queen Marie Lareau. Okay, and they people, which is we all family. So when I came back with Emmett Till head, my grandma, my great grandma, Etta James, was just having Michael, which is my husband, my deceased husband. She just had him. Okay, um, Robert Johnson's story is not correct. If y'all want a story time, you want a mediumship reading by my great grandpa on this earth, Robert Johnson, just hit me up. Okay, he did not sell his soul. Okay, they tried to take his soul, but he did not sell his soul though. So like on my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family, all of them in this life on this earth got bumped on the cross. Okay, and like I said, I was holding Emmett Till head in my hand. Then Caroline Bryan, after my great grandma Etta James pushed Michael out, she threw him at me. I caught him in my other hand. See, I already had Emmett in one hand, and then when Michael was born, she threw him, and I caught him in my other hand. So I'm older than Michael actually, but he is my uncle though. But and then she threw my grandma, Caroline Bryan, threw my grandma the camera and told my family lineage. See, her family, Caroline Bryan, her lineage was already burning my family lineage on the cross in his life. Okay, and then that's when she threw my grandma the camera and said, "Let the games begin." Okay, so we was beefing with these motherfuckers before this earth came and in this earth, and now we still doing it. Okay, but it's almost over with though. Okay, so everybody in my family got burned on the cross. This is the second time, okay? And that was like after Emmett Till and stuff. I told you after Emmett Till, everything like went crazy, y'all. But yes. So that's story time. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything out of the story. Okay. Like I said, y'all want part 2s and part 3s, y'all gotta hit me up, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what Google say about Lucifer. Okay, they say Lucifer is one of the various figures in folklore associated with the planet Venus, who the entity's name was subsequently absorbed into Christianity as a name for the devil. Modern scholarship generally translates the term in the relevant Bible passage, Isaiah 14:12, where the Greek reads as morning star or shining one, rather than a proper noun. Lucifer as found in the Latin Vulgate. As a name for the devil in Christian theology, the more common meaning in English, Lucifer is the rendering of the Hebrew word Hele, in Isaiah, given in the King James Version of the Bible. The translators of this version took the word from the Latin Vulgate, which translated by the Latin word Lucifer, uncapitalized, meaning the morning star, the planet Venus, or an object like light bringing. As a name for the planet in its morning aspect, Lucifer, Lightbringer, is a proper noun and is capitalized in English and Greco-Roman civilization. It was often personified and considered a god, and in some versions considered a son of Aurora, the dawn. A similar name used by the Roman poet Catullus for the planet in its evening aspect of Notifer, Nightbringer. In Roman folklore, Lucifer was the name of the planet Venus, though it often personified as a male figure bearing a torch. The Greek name for this planet was variously for Sulphuris, also meaning light bringer, or Heros for meaning dawn bringer. Lucifer was said to be the fabled son of Aurora and Capellus and father of Sirius. He was often presented in poetry as heralding the dawn. What is Lucifer power called? It's called night of potent divine empowerment. Unlike regular fallen angels, Lucifer's retained his holy and night apartment powers instead of them being faded away completely. Lucifer is able to manipulate any external forces for any effect he desires. The metaphor of the morning star that Isaiah 14:12 applied to a king of Babylon gave rise to the general use of the Latin word for morning star, capitalized as the original name of the devil before the fall from grace. He's not a devil, okay? The people in the box are devils, okay? Linking Isaiah 14:12 with Luke 10. I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven in interpreting. Most Christians believe he is the incarnation of God and the Son and the awaited Messiah, the Christ, prophesied in the Hebrew Bible. Virtually all modern scholars of antiquity agree that Jesus existed historically, which is, I guess you can say, Gina, okay, or my daughters, okay. The truth about Jesus Christ, like I told you, is just an expression. That's what the hell Gina said when she killed my daughter. Oh my Jesus, like, yeah, okay, being funny. Jesus Christ is one of the central figures of Christianity, and the story of his life is the basis for the New Testaments in the Bible. Depending on your beliefs, you might see Jesus as both the Messiah and a historic figure. The Bible tells us a certain amount about his life, but very few historic sources exist from the time he was alive. This means it's a challenge for secular historians to find information about Jesus outside religious texts, but there has still been some fascinating discoveries in recent decades. For real, like, it was hard for me to find passages about Lucifer in Jesus Christ, okay? Like, some of this stuff is just coming off the top of my dome. This is what God telling me, okay? This was my soul telling me. Some serve to support the stories told in the Bible, while others tell a different story entirely. It is described in the four canonical Gospels refers to in the New Testament, attested by other ancient sources and considered an established historical event. There is no consensus among historians on the details, and Muslims widely believe that the crucifixion happened in appearances only. True, okay? My daughter is the one who was crucified, okay? My second daughter is the one who was crucified. I have been crucified. Watch my dad Tupac interview, okay? He's talking about people getting crucified, okay? Anybody can be crucified, okay? Even people in the media, people that celebrities, they get crucified all the time, okay? People get crucified in school when they get bullied, okay? But Jesus' death by crucifixion is one of the things that all four canonical Gospels agree on. Like Matthew. Matthew really means, ooh. Mark really means you a fucking target. Luke is only blood, okay? And John's is just pimps. All include the crucifixion event in their own slightly different ways. None of the Gospels in the New Testament mention whether Jesus was nailed or tied to the cross, okay? A machine, okay? It would virtually never lose in pre-Hellenic Greece. The Romans perfected crucifixion for 500 years until it was abolished by Constantine I in the 4th century, so 2020 and 2023. Crucifixion in Roman times were applied mostly to slaves, disgraced soldiers, Christians, and foreigners, only very rarely to Roman citizens. I also heard that Christians can stand for your lineage as well, your blood, your DNA. Okay, how heavy was Jesus cross? They say 165 pounds, which equal to 12, which equal to 3.
I'm finna go ahead and go.
Okay.
Alright, just watch them.
Okay. In 1870, French architect Charles Rohat de Fleury cataloged all known fragments of the full cross. He determined the Jesus cross rated 165 pounds, was 3 or 4 meters high, with a cross beam 2 meters wide, so 9. Okay, I'll tell y'all the story time. Okay, after becoming Satan by his fall, Lucifer goes up and down, to and from in the earth, seeking to destroy the souls of men. Gina and Shanice. Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints consider Isaiah 14:12 to be referring to both the king of Babylon and the devil. Okay, so this is Isaiah chapter 14, okay, about the incident, okay? I think she took Lucifer powers, okay, Gina, okay? So when you hear about the devil in the Bible, just picture Gina and Shanice, okay? So listen. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didn't weaken the nations? Yes, it is, even them in the spiritual world. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Yes, like I said, they wants to be gods, okay? They want they want a place in the afterlife or some shit. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, which is this box. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. Okay? Nothing, this is not even, okay? And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, would deceive the whole world. True. He was the devil and Satan, Gina and Shanice. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. Okay. Yes, they never going into the afterlife. Okay, they just gonna be stuck in this box. Okay, that's what I feel like. Okay, John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So they basically trying to tell y'all, don't believe in the real God whenever this shit comes out, okay? But it's vice versa though. Gina and Shanice and they people are the fucking demons, the devils, okay? They the fucking murderers. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversity, the devil as a roaring lion, walks about me, seeking whom he may devour. Okay? Or them. Okay, me. Okay. Jude 1:6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitat, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day, the real God. Okay, like I said, when that lightning went up there, it burns all the kingdoms up. Okay, people that's on this earth had to give them money to rebuild, like ancestor money. Y'all should get y'all some. Okay, and rebuild y'all family kingdoms up there in the afterlife once they get freed, okay, from that meter up there. Okay, I do it every moon cycle. Okay, Genesis 3:1-24. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made, and he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Okay, so be careful who y'all have kids by, I guess. Or this is what God is saying to Gina and them, okay? I don't know that. Now, Jesus Christ crucifixion. When you break down crucifixion, is crucial, fits, is on. Remember, they wanted to rebuild the world. Okay, Gina and Shanice and them. They wanted the world to be how they wanted it to be. Okay, so crucial, fits, is on. Like, they would do anything. Okay, like if it, like they would break you down. Okay. Matthew 27:45-50. Now from the 6th hour until the 9th hour there was darkness over all the land. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama. That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? Okay, so basically talking in tongues. Or she trying to make my daughter Jill and Kia turn against the real guy, because like, I don't know. But they know the truth though. Some of those who stood there when they heard that said, this man is calling for Elijah, or my daughters even called for God, y'all, okay? Immediately one of them ran and took a sponge, filled it with sour wine, which is the blood, and put it on a reed and offered it to him to drink. Then rest said, or they offered this to God and the devil and Lucifer and all that. Let him alone. Let us see if Elijah will come to save him. And Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. Okay, getting their powers. John 19:28-37. After this, Jesus, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture may be fulfilled, said I thus, okay, her Bible. They Bible. Now a vessel full of sour wine was sitting there, and they filled a sponge with sour wine, put it on hyssop, and put it to his mouth. So when Jesus had received the sour wine, he said, "It is finished," and bowed his head. He gave up his spirit. Therefore, because it was the preparation day, that the bodies should not remain on the cross on the Sabbath, for that Sabbath was a high day. I think that when they closed the machines, okay, with the little watch the rings, okay. The Jews asked Pilate that their legs might be broken, and that they might be taken away. Then the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first and of the other who was crucified with him. But when they came to Jesus and saw that he was already dead, they did not break his legs. But one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and immediately blood and water came out. And he who has seen has testified, and his testimony is true. And he knows that he is telling the truth, so that you may believe. For these things were done that the scripture should be fulfilled. See? Not one of his bones shall be broken. And again, another scripture say, they shall look on him whom they pierced. Okay? Yeah, this is now, okay? They looking at God, the real God now, the guy looking at them now. Like, yeah, I'm back, bitch. Okay. John 19:13-18. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Jesus out and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the pavement, but in Hebrew Gabbatha. Now it was the preparation day of the Passover. And about the 6 hours, so it took them 6 months to finish killing my daughter and doing what the hell they wanted to do with this Bible, okay? And he said to the Jews, "Behold your king." But they cried out, away with him, crucify him." Pilate said to them, "Shall I crucify your king?" The chief priests answered, "We have no king but Caesar." Then he delivered him to them to be crucified. Then they took Jesus and led him away. And he, bearing his cross, went out to a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew, where they crucified him and 2 others with him, or on either side. And Jesus is in the center. Okay. Isaiah 53:7-12. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shear was his silence. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who would declare his generation? For he was cut off from the land of the living. See how the Bible get freaky? For the transgressions of my people he was stricken, and they made his grave with the wicked, but with the which shed his death, because he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He had put him to grief. Gina Shanice put real guy to motherfucking grief, okay? And pain. When you make his soul an offering for sin, see? God didn't write this. God didn't write this shit. Okay? And plus she losing their powers. She losing his powers. He can get sin on him. Yes. Okay? He shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days. And the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hands. He shall see the labor of his soul and be satisfied. By his knowledge, my righteous servant shall justify many, which is me, yes. For he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore I will divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressor. Okay, like that song by my son, young boy. Like a jungle, I'm outnumbered. God was outnumbered, okay? I ain't gonna kick. Okay, like me, like, you know how many people on their side, okay? We still trying to get people on our side, okay? And I understand, like, I know, but still, come on now. And he bore the sin of many and made intercessions for the transgressors. Like, I know people be like, man, why should I believe what I'm saying? Well, you believing in this Bible, and the Bible don't fucking make sense, okay? Anybody that got common sense would know, why would God tell me this certain stuff? Okay? And if you try to do what the Bible say, it don't work. Okay, like the armor of God. Okay, they're for people that actually represent that Bible. Okay, it works for them, the killers, or whatever, the demons, or whatever. Okay, Isaiah 53, 4 through 5. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried out sorrow. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. Hearing that song by me, Usher, Trading Places, yes, okay? He took their sin, we took their sin, okay? Even me, okay? I've been in the box since 1995 when I came back, okay? Matthew 27:24. When Pilate saw that he could not prevail at all, but rather that a tumult was rising, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. You see to it. Okay? Luke 23:39 to 46. Then one of the criminals who was hanged blasphemed him, saying, If you are the Christ, save yourself and us. See, they said that to him. And you people on this earth are saying that shit too. Why y'all calling him weak? The people that was saying he was weak, they like, oh, he really is weak then. Cause how in the fuck he can't save himself? He God. What the fuck? Like, okay. See, that's why that shit. Okay, anyway. But the others answered, rebuked him, saying, Do you not even fear God, seeing you are under the same condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. But this man had done nothing wrong. Yes. So it's really God too. He'd been crucified too. Okay. Then he said to Jesus, Lord, remember me and you came into your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, Assuredly, I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. Okay. Remember when I told you they were trying to take his heaven, trying to take his kingdom, trying to really demolish him for real. Now about the 6th hour, and there was darkness all over the earth until the 9th hour. Then the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was torn in two. And when Jesus had cried out with a loud voice, he said, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Having said this, he breathed his last. And Psalms 22:14 through 18. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. I seen him as Tin Man today. Have you ever watched The Wizard of Oz or The Wiz? Okay, it's the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow ain't got no brain. It's Tin Man. He have no heart. It's Dorothy. She lost. It's the Lion. He have no courage. Hell, that's me and God put together. Shit, I feel like that too, God. You ain't alone, Jai. Grandpa. Okay. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue clings to my jaw. You have brought me to the dust of death, for dogs have surrendered me. The congregation of the wicked has enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones. They look and stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots. Okay, gambling. I'm going to read Matthew 27 tomorrow for the sermon, okay? Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time about his son, aka my dad in the spiritual, aka Lucifer. Jesus' expression, okay, in Bible verses. I'm out. Peace.